So, on today's Monday afternoon, when life gives you lemons, you make a grapevine. So, that is exactly what we're going to do today. We are going to make a cute little grapevine wreath. Now, I'm going to try to, I'll zoom you in closer once I get the bow made. I want to make sure you guys can see me making the bow. Move that back there. I finally remembered to turn on my glue pot. So, I'm going to use the glue pot today. But I do have the glue gun at the ready. But we are going to be doing a lemon theme. Okay, so I've got this lemon sign, and it's got a little hanger on the back. I did add a cable timeout to the back. I applied it with E6000 right on the adhesive, and then I went around it with hot glue. Okay, so that's the hot glue is going to help keep it in there until that E6000 cures, because I didn't think ahead, and I only put this on about half an hour ago. So normally I would like to put it on 24 hours before using it, but such is life. Okay. So to go with it today, I have these super pretty to add the height. Okay, I've got two of these. I don't want to add, I'm not going crazy with the florals on this one, but I do want to add some height. Okay. So if that's like that, I was going to put the sign down there. So that means I kind of want to actually add this kind of more up to the top. So it's going to be kind of at the 10 o'clock for the bow, and at like the between 3 and 6 o'clock position for the sign. So I got that. And then in addition, I do have an assortment of florals. So we have this bush, which I love these little daisies. They're really pretty. I wanted something other than roses, but I do have roses too. So we've got that. And then I also have some small mini roses right here. These little small roses that if I need to add a little bit here and there, we've got this too. And then, so here I have two lemon picks. Now I'm left with these. I had ordered these. They're two different kinds. So I'm going to cut them in half and use like one up there and one down there. Kind of spread this out as well. Because I think I can get maybe 4 off of that. So we're going to kind of mix and match, kind of put that in there as well. And I do have, if I need, because I usually do, I got my sack of lemons. It looks like a sack of something else, but it's lemons. So we're going to do that. So how I'm going to do this right now is starting with, I want to put my sign on first. So we knew we were going to do it at the bottom. So I'm going to grab 2 pipe cleaners. And I'm going to go with black just so it blends in and doesn't stick out. So I'm going to stick one right up here. All right. Right up here. Then I'm going to give it a little twist because I don't want it to go shaking around, right? So I got it right in the middle. Just give it a little twisty. I'm going to do that same on the bottom. All right. I got to bend it a little bit, so I got to get over that little glue hump. All right. But I'm doing that on the bottom here. Just make sure I kind of get it even. Give it another little twisty. There we go. Leslie. Hey, how's it going, Leslie? Thanks for watching. We love Leslie. Leslie had a custom mailbox swag we did a couple weeks ago. That was really super fun. Looking forward to doing more. I was actually on Craft Outlet's website this morning looking for possible ribbons that are navy blue, not like the brighter royal blue. And I found a couple good ones. So I'll send you some pictures. All right, so we're going to go there. So I'm going to start by putting the top one in. And I'm literally just going to feed this pipe cleaner right through a grapevine. Now, I'm going to turn this a little bit. To be honest, I'm scared to death of burning myself on this glue pot. So I'm just very scared of that. So I'm just going to try to watch what I'm doing super carefully and not be stupid today. Okay? All right, so once I got that on there, I'm going to give it a nice, good couple of twisties. Okay? And I have the bottom one. Now I gotta be careful. I really don't want to tug too tight on this one because again, it's only really held on there right now with the hot glue, and I don't want to pull too hard. I should have put those cable timeouts on earlier, but I was busy preparing for. I am making all of my stepdaughter's florals for her wedding coming up on April 5th, and I spent a lot of time trying to sort through. We bought used florals online from people who've already had their weddings. So we did that, and then I'm taking it apart, so I'm remaking it. So basically just kind of bought it for scrap and remaking everything. So yesterday I was sorting so much stuff. It was kind of crazy. Okay. I got the bottom one on, but it's a little wonky. It's not really sitting very well. I want to redo the one on the top. I had a feeling I wasn't going to like how that was sitting. I'm going to move it over toward the center of the wreath just a little bit more. I think it'll get more support that way. So I'm going to go this way. And since I'm having an issue, I'm going to use something called the Wreath Buddy. And this is a file. You can get this at jmariedesign.com. This is the Wreath Buddy. Basically, I just put this through here, bend it. Okay, so it's on here. And I can just poke this right through the grapevine and it's going to go. So it basically kind of forces the path through the grapevine. And out it comes on the back. I just take it out. And boom, nice and easy, and I'm not fighting with it anymore. The other one I think I'll be able to get by itself. There we go. I just want to make sure that the sign is really on there. The worst thing you can do is have a really pretty grapevine, and then you've got a wobbly sign. Reminds me of my husband. He used to, when he was with us, he was a very funny guy, but he used to do this impression of an old British lady, and it was, have you a wobbly tooth? I don't know. I don't know why he did it. But it was really funny, and I don't know. I liked it. I miss it. All right, I'm tightening this now. I'm just twisting. You can see back. I'm just kind of giving this a good old twist back here. Okay. And I can cut off some of the back. I really don't like how this is sitting. I just don't like how this is sitting at all. And then we're going to have to brace this with some glue. Or put another one in the back. But I'm going to be able to do that when we are done. I don't have to necessarily do that right now. Okay. Oh, here, this helps. Here. I'm twisting, I'm tightening a little bit harder on the back. There we go. That's helping it. That's helping it. I probably should have put another cable timeout right in the middle, and I may go back and do that when we are done. You don't have to watch that, but just remember that I am doing that. Put a cable timeout in the middle. Because the back of this particular grapevine, the front of this grapevine is it's a little wonky. All right? No, I really am not liking this at all. Yeah. Sorry, bear with me. I think part of the problem is that maybe I should have put it in wider. So I'm going to go do that on the bottom. Give me just a second. It's hard to see. But this is also why I like the open back easels, so I can actually see what I'm doing. I can also come through the back with my hand. I'm going to go wider on this baby. Let's go wider. Let's go wider. There we go. All right. Much better. So I straddled it wider, and now I'm much happier with it. There we go. There we go. That's it. Perfect. Okay. So we got that down. So the next thing I want to do is make my bow. Okay. I'm going to clean this up real quick because I don't want to get this gunky stuff on our pretty bow. I have some very beautiful ribbons that I have not yet shown you. But just wait. Let me get my pipe cleaner for the back. All right, here come the ribbons. Here we go. All right. So we're going to start with this one. Now this ribbon got something a little special. The back is yellow. Ooh, so we've got a harlequin, and it's got a fused yellow back on there. That is going to be our back bow, our back ribbon. Then next, we have this very pretty, it's just like a light, just like a polyester, regular kind of like faux royal canvas ribbon. But I like that it's got the little dots, but it's mostly yellow, right? We're not overdoing it. Then we come back again with the black check. So I don't want to put this much black on top of that much black. We want to lighten it up. So that's why I got the yellow in the middle. Okay. And then we're going to come in with a yellow scalloped edge. Now let me take this off here. We call it fancy panty ribbon because look at the scalloped edge. I am obsessed with the scalloped edge. It's been around for like the last, I'd say 3 years or so. Really popular. I love it. And then I have to finish it off just a very pretty 5/8 inch that matches that one down there. So I'm not going to put the black one on the spool because my spool's not tall enough, but we're going to start with this beautiful baby. Now, the ribbon I'm going to do is it's going to be one short tail up and then one long tail down. I'm not making a ribbon that goes side to side with the matchy-matchy, you know, and then having two tails come down. That's not what I'm doing. Okay, so let me move this to the back. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing here. Moving this to the front. Okay, so I like to start by doing a dovetail. All right, so then let me see how long do I want the tail on this to be. And this is a very nice, like, look at how well it's keeping its shape. This is an RG ribbon. It's RGX00128N that I got from Craft Outlet, I believe. All right, so I think probably it's going to be up there. I'm going to go like this, okay? So it might end up being longer, but I'm going to pinch it. Okay, and then I'm going to tell you how long this tail is. This tail is 14 inches. It's a 14-inch tail, okay? That's going to be pretty. All right, so I'm going to put that in there, okay? I'm going to move that back because I'm scared of burning myself. Okay, and now I'm going to do a pinch and twist over on the left-hand side. So I pinched it, but now I'm going to do a twist. So I want to see the back side. Show me the yellow side on the left, okay? Then we're going to bring this over and figure out how large. Oh God, no! Don't get any glue on this ribbon. Oh no! Okay, I want the loop to be. I think I'm gonna go 7 inches. So let's take that out again and look. I do this sometimes. I'll take it out and see is that big enough. Yes. I don't want it to become overwhelming, but I also don't want it to get lost with all the other stuff we're doing. So I'm pinching and twisting on the other side, okay? And then so we're going to do a 7-inch loop. There we go. There we go. I'm making sure it stays at 7 and pull this over a little bit. You notice I'm not flattening down this loop. Pushing it over, and we're going to see just kind of where does that natural curve come in here, and it's kind of coming in right there. I'm going to go a little bit past 7 because the other one just went past 7, okay? But on this last one, I'm not pinching and twisting because this is going to come up as a tail. Now, I want to do this taller than that loop, so I'm probably going to cut this off right here. So I'm cutting this off at 10 inches, okay? And I'm going to do a dovetail. Okay, so by the time I do the dovetail, it's just a little past 9 inches. All right, so here, I'm gonna hold this up. This is what our bow looks like right now. Okay, but we're gonna add more layers onto that. I'm gonna start now with that Swiss dot layer with the pretty yellow. Actually, before I do that, I'm putting this away. I'm so paranoid something's gonna happen to this ribbon. And this, I mean, for this is like, honestly, this is like really nice designer ribbon quality on that particular ribbon. I really like that a lot. I can't say enough good things about it. It's pretty. All right, here we go. Next layer. Bring this out. Do a dovetail. Pretty edge. Okay, but now I'm going to start on the other side because this one had the tail starting from the right. Now I'm going to have this tail starting from the left. Now, I want this to be roughly about 1 inch up from the other one, okay? So that would mean it would be a 13-inch tail. And I can always shorten it if I want to, but you can't make it longer. It's like cutting your bangs, right? All right, so I'm pulling this. And that loop was just a little past, it was like 7 1/4. So this one I'm going to do probably like 6 1/2. Okay. Pinch and twist on the left-hand side. So I see the back side facing me. And there are people who can make bows by hand. A lot of people can do this by hand, and that's great. I have some tendon issues in my hand, so I can't do that. But that's all right. It doesn't matter how you make the bow. The point is you just make the bow. All right, so now we're going to come up with this. Look at the height. Okay, I'm going to kind of trim this off right where I dovetailed the end of that one. Because now when I dovetail this one, it's going to be a little shorter. So that's kind of a good guide. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going to put these loops and this tail in the void spaces, right? So there was gaps between the tail and the loops. So I'm going to put that in here and make sure that's all nice and in there. Okay. All right, now we're going to come out with our next layer. This is going to be the lemon one with the checkered. Eek. I'm going to steal that pin and put it in the layer below it. I can't work when my ribbon is all over the place. I'm weird like that. Everything's got to be organized or I can't concentrate. Like that one off the top drive me nuts. It's going to go inside. All right, here we go. Now this one, fortunately, is not directional, so I don't have to worry too much about is it facing up or down? Do I have to twist the loops to make sure that they don't look like they're upside down? I think we're good with that. So this one's going to go over here. And again, about 1 inch less. So this should be roughly a 12-inch tail. Let's see. Am I good? Am I good? Yeah, that was 12 inches on the dot. Yeah, baby. All right. Pinch and twist. Okay, so now I'm looking at that back side, which ain't so pretty on this one, right? So we got to make sure we do a nice cover on that one. Now, sometimes the wires can get a little bit kinked or something, so sometimes you want to just run your fingers on the wire to make sure it doesn't have a bend in it. Okay, so, oh my gosh, I lost that. There we go. There we go. Sorry, it popped out. It popped out, but it's back in the right spot. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if I would have started that? That would have been a disaster. We don't want to do that. All right, so here we go. Putting it back in. Pinching and twisting. Okay. So this one was like at a 6 1/2. So I think we're going to do this one at a 6. All right. I'm just looking where the natural bend of that loop is. I don't want to flatten it. Last thing we want is a crease in the ribbon. 6 and 6. Okay, right there. And then we're going to take this up. I like to just kind of, okay, that was there. Cut it. And now I give it the old dovetail treatment. There we go. So pretty. And now we're going to go opposites. Okay, so we're going to go this way this time. Okay, now every loop, there should be visibility into every loop and every tail. I mean, it might overlap a little bit, but that's how we keep our spacing nice and pretty. There we go. Now I'm going to move into my 1 1/2 inch. You can literally put a pin in that window. Okay, good. All right, fancy panty time. Fancy panties. I don't wear fancy panties anymore. I just have the big size granny panties that you could probably tent under. If you ever get lost in the woods, we can camp under my undies. All right, here we go. This is going to go on the left side now because we're alternating sides. About 1 inch up from that. Okay. All right, so this loop, because this is thinner, but I still want to have this be in here and have it be pretty. So we're going to do this. This one's going to be at 5. I know the last one was at 6. We're going to come in a whole inch on that this time, okay? Pinch and twist. Which I can see, yep, that's at 5. And then this one will come up. It doesn't have to be exact, just kind of like a rough estimate. Plus, with fancy panty, you have to be careful when you dovetail. Watch with the scalloped edges. Try to cut it somewhere where it's not going to look weird. See See how it kind of ends nicely there. Sometimes, see, that looks a little funky. So I might fix that later. Okay. Man, this spool had seen some things. It came in a box and it was left out on the porch. I don't have a covered porch. And it was raining. And some of my spools, the ends were cardboard and they absorbed it. So I had to pull off those things so the ribbon didn't get wet. It was a whole thing. It was a production, let me tell you. I was like frantically opening the box and pulling stuff out, and it was fine. But I know the ribbon was going to be fine. I didn't want I like keeping the ends on my cardboard. Okay. So this one, now you notice this one, it's just cut on an angle. Okay. Let me refresh that. I don't like anything less than 1.5 inches. I don't like to dovetail because then the ends come in, they poke in, and they bends forward, and it looks like snake fangs. Okay. So I just cut that on an angle. All right. And I think this loop would probably be at 4.5. Okay. And this one come up. I'm just going to cut that on an angle. All right. Our bow is done. I have so many mesh wreaths made. I really am lacking for making on the grapevine, so that's kind of where I'm trying to focus right now. Let me go check comments real quick, because I haven't been. Sharon, hello. No, Sharon, these particular ribbons I do not sell, but I think you can get most of them. I would try the top places I look, because most everybody buys the ribbon from Craig Bachman. Okay, that's one of the main suppliers for most online retailers. But I always try MB Craft Supply Co. or Decor Exchange or Craft Outlet. I do have an affiliate link with Decor Exchange. There is a link in my link tree if you want to use that. But I like buying from my friend Max, because he's not that far. Well, he's a couple hours away, but he's in Michigan, or sorry, he's in Wisconsin, and I am in Illinois. All right. Plus, he's a cool dude. All right, so I'm pinching this. I'm bringing it all up. I'm keeping it together. You don't want to pinch too hard. You don't want to pinch too soft. Like, I don't want these layers to come apart, okay? So I have a pipe cleaner on the back. Now, you could twist pipe cleaner all around this, but I like to use a zip tie because it lets me pull it super tight. The tighter I can pull it, the bigger my loops are, right? So, like, the tighter my Spanx are, the more my muffin top, or the tighter my pants are, the more my muffin top comes up over my pants. It's kind of like that. Okay. My Spanx help me. I don't like wearing them, but I'm gonna. Just for the wedding. Okay. And then I like to just twist this once or twice. I don't want it to go sliding on here. So now here's our pretty bow. But we want to start fluffing now, right? We're gonna make sure it looks good. Okay, so bring everything forward. Run your hand up and down the wires. All right, make sure that looks good. Now here's where I'm trying to integrate all the tails so that you can't really tell that they're on one side or the other. All right. Bring that down. All right, so now on the inside, we can still see the zip tie. So what we do is we're going to pinch that together. But maybe later, the reason I showed you guys the bag of lemons is I might put a very small little lemon in the center of the bow later, because I like to do bows that have what I call a sweet center. Just put something real cute in there. I like that. Okay, so we're gonna come up here. Here's gonna be our bow. Oh, that's a beautiful bow. So we're gonna go right here. So I'm just gonna put the pipe cleaners right through the grapevine. All right. Got that nice and tight. All right. I like the placement. It looks good. Okay. Now I'm going to twist that to make sure it stays on. Nice and tight. So I'm just twisting the two pieces of the chenille stem. Okay, it's a pipe cleaner. Let's not get too fancy. It's a pipe cleaner. All right, and then I'm going to trim it off just so that they're even. And then I literally can just take the back and just tuck it back into the wreath, right? Because I don't want it hanging out, but I just tuck it right back into the wreath. I'm going to do the same with that other piece of the sign. I'm not going to do it just yet because I might have to adjust the sign a little bit when I'm done. Okay. But so that's our bow. And now we get to put on the fun stuff, right? Now we get to start putting on all the greenery, all the good stuff. All right, so I'm going to start with these. These I bought from General Wholesale. I placed an order on Fair because I do sell in person and have like a pop-up craft shows and stuff, so they're able to sell to me. They won't sell if you strictly or just on Etsy, I think. But here I go. And I could just keep it as one piece, but because I'm trying to bring this over a little bit, and I could bend it a little bit, right? Let's put it behind here and kind of take a look at what this would kind of be. That's okay. So I think I'm actually going to keep it as the one piece. Otherwise, I could take this out. I could snip it here, and I could tuck it in a little bit more so it would kind of be complete. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because it's just sticking out way too far for me. Oh, hold on a second. I've got to go get a tool. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I left my snips over at the dining room table where I was doing all these stuff for the wedding. I do apologize. All right, so I'm going to trim this one off by itself. Okay. And I got this one. All right, so I got my two pieces. This one, that's a little long there, Linda. Let's trim some of that off. We don't need it that long. Okay. So before I put it in, I want to just, right, I want to move everything around so it's not flat, right? It's got to come out. Give it some depth and dimension. There, see how that's got some dimension and depth to it. All right, so I am going to, before I do this, I was smart. I don't want to get anything on my tails, right? But I needed to put my bow in first. So I am going to take all my tails. Okay. I'm going to roll them up a little bit. Just kind of create like a little roll, right? Roll it up. Roll it up. Roll it up. Roll it up. Oh, I was going to use a chip clip on it, but that ends up being too, it's not wide enough. Oh, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Is it going to go? Is it going to go? If I had just a little bit wider. Like if you had like a paper clip or something, I think that would look better. All right, I don't want to hurt that. I'm just going to keep it rolled up like that because I don't want stuff dripping down into them. I'm trying to protect my tails. Always protect your tails. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to, oh, I don't usually do it this way. This makes me nervous. All right, I've dipped it, making sure nothing else is dripping because that scares the crap out of me. I'm just going to go shoving it in here. No, I don't like where I put it. It's going to come down further. It's going to come down. There we go. There we go. All right. That is looking pretty. And then I'm going to take this other piece then. Because before, I think there was too much separation between this piece and the other piece. Loopy, loopy. I don't want to come out the back. There we go. There we go. I like that. And I do have some more of this if I end up wanting to putting in more, which I might. Okay. So here is my other piece. All right. I'm going to put it on the bottom. So let me do my fluffing first. We're fluffing. We're separating. We're fluffing. Lift and separate, ladies. Remember those bra ads about lift and separate with latex, or I don't know what it was, something. Okay. So we want this to come down. But I think I'm going to leave this as one piece because I don't have to worry about going over an arch, right? So I'm literally just I'm going to do a dry fit first to see where I'm going to put it. That's over too far. Come up and go this way. Okay, I know exactly where I'm going to go with it now. I'm going to just get some of the paper off there. All right. Here we go. Dipping it in. Oh. I know I'm going to burn myself, and I apologize if I drop the F-bomb. I don't mean to. That's my go-to word. My daughter's go-to word too, but she says fire truck because it gives you the same feeling, but it's not the word. It's not the word. Okay, so then if we come down, we'll make sure we can see some of this prettiness, right? So I'm going to kind of have it go to the side. And I can always trim these tails. So these are pretty. But I think I want to get another one of these from right here. This is sticking out too far, guys. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it. There we go. All right. Because I feel like it's coming too straight down with the tail, so I got to come out on either side. So I'm gonna start by coming out on the side here. All right, now I'm gonna use this other one. These are really pretty. I mean, they're shedding a little bit, but that's because I'm messing with them. All right, I think I'm going to actually take these all apart. On this one, I'm going to take it apart. Okay. I'll trim it so it's even. And I think this top one, I want to add some more on the top right now because I was looking at this. And I'm thinking, I've got my thing here, but I want to have a little bit over here, okay? So we're going to do that. So I'm just going to put that in. Oh, of course, I gunked it. Dropped pieces of it in my glue pot. Why wouldn't I? All right. There we go. All right. I like that. I'm gonna bring that over there and work my way down. Add some more in here. Adding to the length. Good thing I've got another one of these. I always do that. Oh, I'm not gonna use that much. Yeah, I will. There we go. There. I wanted to see a little bit come out that way. Now I'm gonna go grab another one. Oh, I don't have another one. All right, I don't have another one, but that's okay because I'm happy with what I got in here right now, to be honest. I'm happy with this. If I move everything around like that, there we go. There. Just about moving things around because, I mean, I've got the bow right here. They were all kind of hiding behind the bow, so if I just move it around, move that one up a little bit. Perfect. I mean, honestly, we could even just leave it like this. I think this is pretty as it is, but no, we shall add more. Dewey, hello. Marie, thank you. Loretta, hello. Thank you guys for joining. I'm going to put these in last because I don't want any of the flowers to cover any of the lemon pieces. So we're going to move now to, I've had this bush for like well over a year, but I really like it. Let me push that one. Just trim a couple. And I might even take like the, I wish you could get that up there. I don't think that'll go though. I trim off the extra little pieces. Maybe I can get this leaf on there because I would love to do something with that, but I don't think it's going to come off. No, it's too small. Darn it. Well, it would have been nice because I like to keep the greenery. But this one, we're going to start up the top here. See where I can get something like this in here. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. We also have a very large one here. This is a very big stem. I want to make sure we put this in a very prominent spot. Maybe kind of like right there almost, but I don't want it to be really tight. Here, I'm just going to cut that. See if I can go up on the top. There. Oh, I love that. That looks so good. So good. So good. I'm going to try to do one on the bottom now too, just for balance. But again, I like to cut off. If there's little things that used to be on there that aren't, I just trim them. Otherwise, it looks like it's a male flower. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All right. This one is going to be longer. It's going to kind of come out. Get in there. There we go. That looks really pretty. I'm liking that a lot. All right. I want to make sure I get stuff that's going to come out on the side here. So we're going to go to the side. Gotta make sure we got something in there. Okay. And I think I think it's a lily. I'm so bad. I don't know the names of my flowers. Isn't that awful? I use them for what I do, and yet I'm not really that up on my knowledge of what they are. Okay, I want to add a little dot of blue. There we go. Just to make sure it actually really stays. That's why I'm using both the pot and the glue gun. Okay. That is looking really nice. I'm liking this. I do have another one of these large yellow flowers. So let's cut it off and figure out where we want to set this one. I think maybe that looks too matchy. That's too matchy on that one. Maybe kind of sort of like here. Yeah, I think so. So we could trim some of this off, I think. All right, I'm going to hold it with those because I don't want to get the leaves in the glue. I want to leave it off the glue. Right, there we go. Oh, that's pretty. This one maybe come out a little bit. Maybe bend it with it. There we go. We need some stuff back here. I need to fill that. So I'm going to use some of these smaller ones, a smaller bush here. I believe this was Craft Outlet, I believe. It's a small, like little yellow mixed bush. Get in there. It is stubborn. It ain't wanting to go. There we go. See, I like the reason I wanted to put that there is because I had some greenery on there, so it's going to help kind of fill that out very nicely. All right. Let's grab another lily. I keep trying to check my comments. I'm sorry, I'm not checking more often. Linda, hello. Oh, the dogs. Oh, they had a spa day. Did they enjoy their spa day? My dog barks like crazy, but when I go to pick her up for night, they said she doesn't bark at all when I'm not there. But the second she sees me, it starts up. It's crazy. Like, she's like so good for them, and then I show up, and then all hell breaks loose. Linda's got the cutest dogs. They were just adorable. I want to take a little bit of length off this one because it's too close to being the same length as is that. And I might end up actually shortening all of these, I think, because I think they're all a little too long. Okay, let's add in some more of these. Another lily. There, no, don't get on there. Let's go in there. There we go. I can bend it just a little bit so looks like the bloom's coming out a little bit. And I'm going to push it up just a little bit more. Perfect. See, I think that's kind of the length I'm going to want that at. So I might end up trimming this smaller. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just kind of going about finishing up some of this. Now, there is some smaller greenery here on these. So let's see where we can put some of this. All right, this is just a little, it's got lots of different little things on there. Okay, good. Good. There we go. That's pretty. I'm not really a fan of this. I don't know why. This reminds me of my Barbie dream house used to have plants in there that kind of looked like that. You know, before we all lost them in the 70s. But I don't think I'm going to use those. Let me try to find somewhere for this. I also got to remember, I got to leave room for my very pretty lemon pieces because it's not a lemon wreath unless I've got lemon pieces in there. There we go. This is just too long. All right, I'm trimming it. Trimming it, guys. There we go. There. Yep, I like that better. Much better. Doesn't feel so overwhelming. Okay? So that's looking good. I still have something over here. It looks like it just needs a little something, so we're going to add one of these over here on the bottom. Okay, sorry. I stuck it in the wrong way and it came out the back. I went in too much of an angle. Now I'm just going to go straight up. All right, and I do a little bend. There, that filled in that gap. I didn't like that gap in there, but now it looks pretty. Now it's pretty. I don't think I'm going to end up using the roses because I think that's going to be a little too much on the floral. So I know that I do have 2 of these left should I need them. Kind of feel like I need one over here. Yeah, I do. There. All right, I like that. Now I got to figure out where am I going to put these pieces of the green. So I have 2 different kinds, and I honestly might just end up using just this one because I don't want it to be too much. This is just like a little accent, but it does have the lemon on it. I think putting one at the end would be good because I want to see the lemon. Okay, so I think going in right here. No, that ain't gonna stay. That ain't gonna stay there. Nope, I don't like it. This is kind of a floppy lemon, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna have to go more up so that gravity is kind of already naturally taking it down. There we go. And I think we got a bit of a tighter spot for it too. All right, there we go. There we go. So we got a little lemon there. Oh, this is a big stem here. I'm trying to figure out how far down I can cut it. So I've got these two, right? This one I know is going to be on its own. It's like a little smaller one, but this is going to be a bigger one, so I got to keep these guys together. So I'm going to trim it like maybe here. Try to keep these guys together. Oh, Lordy, that's giving me a workout. Maybe I'll have to make this smaller, but for right now, that's too big to use like that. It is just too large to use like that, so I'm going to trim it. Honestly, there have been other lemon picks that I liked a little better. I'm just trying to use this one up. But I don't like the lemon. They're very floppy. It's very large, so I got to make sure I kind of go with where it's going to be kind of like down. So then maybe on the outside here, that's probably going to be the best place for it. The problem is going to be finding a spot where I can jam this in. Go, go, go. All right, I got it. I got it. Yay! You can kind of see the lemon, but I'm going to kind of move this, I think, toward the back a little bit. So the greenery is in the back, but we do see the lemon poking in there a little bit. Can't really see it that well. That's okay. I'm going to put one in the bow. Yeah, this is not my favorite lemon, but I'm going to put this one down at the bottom. Okay. There, so you see a little bit of lemon kind of coming down at the bottom. I just wanted touches. I don't want too many, then it ends up looking a little kitschy. But I do want to go grab my sack of lemons. And they do have, there's a really small one in here. I want to do just the real small one because I don't want it to be massive. Let me show you the different scale and the different sizes. So this is, let's take a look. So this is the bigger lemon, okay? That's kind of squishing the bow. I think that's kind of big. It's kind of big, but maybe if I put it on an angle that way, it's kind of big. But then I have this little tiny little one. What do you guys think? Do you like the bigger lemon or the littler lemon? I need input. I don't know which one to go with. I need help. Bigger lemon, littler lemon. Better with one or two if you're like an optometrist. Can you see better with 3 or 4? I don't know. I was thinking little, but now I'm kind of thinking bigger. I think I got to go bigger, honestly. All right. Let me see what I'm doing. All right, I'm going to go bigger. So I'm going to put this right on the lemon. I'm putting the bottom of the lemon kind of up at the top here. Now I got to hold. I had to hold for a little bit because this is a bit of a heavier thing. So I don't want to accidentally have it come off. So I'm going to hold this here. There we go. I feel like I'm gonna fill in with some of this smaller bush. I'm gonna use some more of these because I see a couple spots that I want something, but I don't want it massive. Okay, that feels like that's on there pretty good. I think we're pretty good with that. And I'm just gonna do a couple of these. And I want one that's gonna be a little bit darker yellow. Here we go. This is going to go right behind the very top of the bow. Just a hair bit more. All right. See, and it kind of just fills in that little void space that we have there. I like that there a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, that's good. Now I see a spot where we need to add something for sure. Right in here. It's kind of a dead zone, right? bend it, bring it up. There. That filled in that spot really nicely as well. All right. Now I'm going to go over here above this lily. It just always feels like there's just something missing from this spot right here. I want it to be above this. Push, 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 push. Yeah. There. Okay, I like that. I like that there. It's kind of bringing some stuff forward. Okay, another one. Just filling a little bit underneath just to add a little bit more fullness, but not adding anything that's going to be a focal point. Okay. I want to add some on this side too. Oh, this is a pretty one. Here we go. All right, there we go. Bring it in. All right. Let's see what we can do with this. I think, oop, that's a bit of a glue snot there. We don't want that. This is going to go underneath this large yellow bloom over on this side. Let's go up a little further. Okay, I want a little bit in here. There we go. All right. I feel like we've got one more really nice piece. I probably have to make this a little smaller. So I got one more, and I think I kind of want to go up here with this because it looks like it's just missing some fullness right in that spot. Where is that going? Or was it even going in? Under the door. Did that come through? No. We are good, but I do want to hit that with the glue gun. Just to make sure it doesn't go wiggling or wobbling. Alright. Did have another piece of this. This is just the same greenery. So it's kind of over here, but I think if I put it back a little bit, it's going to add a little bit more depth of color. Okay. Getting my glue snot off. You find those little strings everywhere. Like it's impossible not to. Oh, there's a whole bunch more. Oh my God, it's raining glue. It's raining glue. Hallelujah. No, that's enough. That's enough, Linda. Don't make people listen to that. All right. I've got 3 more of these, and if you know me, you know that I'm not going to just leave them stuck on the bush because I'm not going to use them for anything. So I might as well put them in here. Oh, it's very warm in here right now. Oh, jeez. Ooh. Hot flash. Ooh, hot flash for one. off a little bit. All right, I want to add some more, like, I think, well, right into there, honestly. All right, I like that. There we go. There we go. We'll use a little bit more. Yeah. All right. All right, I got one more piece of this. Let's figure out where we're going to go with this baby. I think the bottom looks good. I feel like I need, honestly, I might even actually use this one because I feel like it looks a little thin right in here. Let me see if that's a little too much. No, I think that's good. Yeah. Well, we're not going to see this piece, so I'm just going to cut this off. Because it's going to get in the way. If I need to shove it in closer, it's going to get in the way. All right. Whip, whip, whip. Ooh. Bring it down a little bit. All right, I like that. I did just glue myself, so that hurt. Let me take these off so I can throw the rest of this away. I'm trying to see, what else am I really left with here? What else am I left with? I think just this one. Okay. Where are we going to put him? Where are we going to put him? Okay, I think that's got it for the bow. All right, I'm going to put this one there, or up there. I don't know. I think up right here, I feel like I've got a void space, so I think I want to put it up there. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Yep. I'm happy with that. Okay. All right. So, bring this out. I can do a little fluffing, kind of a final little arranging. Now that everything is on there, bring it out. Get the glue off the bow. All right, that lemon is on there good, nice and tight. Bow is looking good. So when I do grapevines, I like to do the bows that have the shorter tails up top, because if you do two of the same tails coming down, then you get too much bulk on the bottom. So I was trying not to have too much. I don't want a bulky bottom. Do you? I don't. All right, so here is our finished product. I wanted to make sure that I didn't come down too much to the top of this, because I want to be able to see and tell that it is a grapevine. So we kept some of the grapevine down there too. Right? This is the only other one I had, and it just would look weird. Maybe. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Should I have added that in there? But then it's not like that and anywhere else in the wreath, so that kind of to me is a little weird. But it does look kind of similar to the other stuff on there. Maybe I should bring it down to the rest of the wreath. Okay, I'm going to do that. I know, it's completely different than what I said I was going to do. I lied. I lied. I should use a stem cutter for this. I should absolutely have used a stem cutter for that. But did I? No. Ugh, all right. I think I want to kind of go like now. There, that's how I want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to go, this is going to be more like up at the top. I wish I'd had more of this. I really, really do, because I really like this one a lot. That's why I got to jam up there real good and tight. Yeah, I should have switched them because that's, oh, there we go. If I can just, what I want to do is make sure that, there we go. That's better. That's much better. There we go. I didn't want this covering that up, but okay, I like it. I'm happy with what I did. I stand by my choices. As a proud wreath-making American, I stand by my choice of putting in that last piece, even though there isn't anything else that matches it, but you can't really tell because there's so much in here. Anyway, all right, here we go. All right. So let me take this off of here, and I'll take you guys up and look at a little bit closer. We're going to do a little close-up now. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. All right, so we have our lemon piece right down here. All of our pretty pieces of lemon. Beautiful florals coming out. That bow with the cute little lemon center coming up and around. And there. Okay. So there we go. I'm going to have this listed for sale at sweetariadecor.com. That will take you to my Etsy site. I'm going to have this video backed up onto my Tube of You channel, if you know what I mean. I'm going to have that on that because I keep everything there. They're going to only keep live videos now for 30 days. So everything, if you want to see more videos, I have a ton of them. They are all backed up on that Tube of You, wink, wink, channel. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And go out there and do something creative today because it's going to make your heart happy. All right. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on social media and shop at sweetariadecor.com.